All right, cool. This is happening. If I get a little glitchy, it's because of that. All right, we're broadcasting on everywhere. So let's look at these expectations today. Notes tomorrow. Jerome Powell will be testifying uh, in the morning. Is my time zone thing off here? No, it's not. Okay, so he'll be testifying at 10 a.m. This morning we've got PMI coming at 10 a.m. Is that correct? Sometimes the time zone is off on this thing. All right, and Jolt's job openings at 10 a.m. This is just funny times, but I can see that NFP comes on Friday at 8:30 a.m., which would be correct. I believe that's correct. Could be 1 hour off. But I'm not seeing a market reaction at 9 a.m. this morning to make me. Well, anyway, the point is today we got PMI. Tomorrow we got Jerome Powell and Jolt's job openings, and then Thursday and more Powell. Wait a minute. Tomorrow we've got Powell and Jolts, and then Thursday we have more Powell and jobless job risk claims on Thursday, along with more J Powell. So Wednesday and Thursday this week are like huge. Milestone points, stakes in the progress of the charts, and we're going to be waiting for those numbers and that information Wednesday and Thursday, and then you have NFP on Fridays. This whole week is just going to be crazy, just wild. I wouldn't trust anything to last, until we're through this whole week, and then whatever transpired, we'll take that. Then Tuesday of next week, we have core inflation rate. So that's huge, CPI. And then Thursday that week, PPI and more jobless claims numbers. Yeah, it is off by 1 hour here. Let's see, -4. Was there a time change recently? Because that might have been what happened here. That's looks to be correct now. Okay, good. All right, so Jerome Powell, I suppose, is speaking at 11 a.m. I don't know, Bob. I think it might be 11 a.m. All right. So anyway, that's what you have to watch out for this week. This week is just going to be a train wreck, just all over the place, every day train wreck. All right. The market itself is down. Yesterday, it had a pretty strong reaction towards the close of the market. And then overseas and in foreign territories, foreign markets, we traded down, we continued down, and now we're gapping open lower after that basically 2 days of reversal topping there. And we have just every moving average cradling right underneath here, and we have multiple converted key areas, resistances that turn into support. So it's going to be a lot of congestion in this area and things moving slowly until Powell or something changes the course. But outside of that, I think you can rely on this week being very crunchy and back and forth, and I think that will last until even Friday, and then you've got CPI next week. So it's a wash for the next 5 or 6 days, and this is probably why March 1st is typically the seasonal peak until the election during election years. It's just because of the way it lays out like that, and how the race goes, how the race to the White House goes. So what is today going to do? Really, hard to tell, but I wouldn't go hard on anything, except for taking profits, perhaps, and then sidelining and waiting it out till perhaps CPI of next week. That's when we'll finally have enough behind us that we can look forward for a week or two or three or a month. We're watching DWAC this morning. DWAC was just triggering at the close of yesterday at 46 signal, entry signal at 46 yesterday, just at the close of trading, right around 46. And I guess a couple of members picked it up. Good for you. It hit almost 50 in pre-market already. So let's see what that is. 50 divided by 46, that's 9% almost gains in pre-market. And so you are well on your way. DWAC, that's a little bit too taken off for us to take it today, unless it were to dip and then give us some kind of a signal we can use. Then you already needed to be in DWAC. Really, really touch hair sensitive trigger line that it touched yesterday, and hard to get into because of that, because it was so close. But basically, why would you get in DWAC? Because it made a 250% move in 11 days. It's pulled back, found support. It's made some pushes, and it's basically doing that again. Probably will try and touch 60 at some point here, or 59, somewhere in there. Then pull back and tighten up even more. It could be April, really, before it breaks and tries to make a run for 80 or 100, if it's got that in it. But it's already at 50 right now. And it was at 46 yesterday, and just the day before was at 37. So it went from 37 to 50 in just 2 days. So anything can happen with something that volatile. Alrighty. And just a quick shout out to the Market Mastery. If anybody wants to learn about trading out there, make sure you go find the link in my bio or the description or somewhere. That would be for the Market Mastery. Hundreds of videos of cut up for you from masterclasses, hundreds of masterclass videos on every topic of your choice. Learn at your own pace. You can do a full matrix upload in 1 hour. No, it's not possible, but maybe if you watch it at 100 times speed. But yeah, it might take some time, but you can learn anything and everything you need to know about trading with the Market Mastery. Very good. Well, here's what some members said about that, by the way. We got Randy this morning said, highly recommended. I'm through about 75% of the Market Mastery course, and though at times it seems like I'm trying to drink from a fire hose, I'm becoming more focused on what matters with all this and gaining confidence with each lesson. Way to go, Randy. And then another person said, I'll tell you, MP3 said, agreed. The videos are well done and easy to follow. The time spent relative to the knowledge gained is priceless. Without question, you will be a better trader after taking all the classes. That's what MP3 says. I can't guarantee that. Hey, RJ, good morning. Wow, what are you after, RJ? You're obviously getting excited about something to show up. You're like, maybe, I don't know. I'm here. I got the itching to day trade something. Is that what it is? No, just morning meeting. Yeah. Well, in any event, we are watching DWAC, which triggered yesterday at the close of the day at 46, and now it's almost at 49. All right, we got 13 minutes. We're all caught up basically here, guys, and we have 13 minutes until the market opens. So lots of time for me to go over a particular ticker maybe you want me to take a look at, or something in your portfolio that's killing you. And I can tell you whether or not it's fine to hold. Maybe you should cut it, or whatever you would like, or something that, for instance, let's take a look at Tesla. Somebody asked me about Tesla yesterday. Should they cut their Tesla? And I said, I think it's a little too soon to say that, depending on your outlook, if it's a long-term investment, medium term, short term. But that I could say this, that Tesla's in a downtrend. So, when will it stop? It will stop at some point. But when will it stop? Who knows? But I would not be going long on Tesla. And I wouldn't be going short on it either. All right, Randy says Tala. Okay. No, that didn't come up. ALRN. Yeah, ALRN is cool. Was a penny stock recently. Had a huge catalyst day that it ran up to before it happened. So insider trading, anyone? And but then it came back to about 90% retrace, so it's not a holy grail. It keeps tightening, it keeps tightening. It's got an earnings coming up. Maybe it'll go from $6 and pop and move from there. But that's just a penny stock. Yeah, Nvidia, you said, is still crazy. I'm in Nvidia. So shitty. How about ALRN? Yeah, so I just talked about that, I think. Nvidia. So yeah, after it broke out of 500, a very key level, it ran quickly to almost 900 recently, which is where it's at. And it just had earnings and it's looking great. Obviously, 1,000 is probably in the cards. And we've got a long runway until the next earnings. So I've got put credit spreads. Yeah, NVDU or NVDL if you need to get shares and want to be in a leveraged, almost, option-like position on NVIDIA. You feel like it's getting to a profit-taking zone? Look, when stocks go up, they are profit-taking zones. It's already there, Bob. When price moves up, that's taking profit time. Always remember that. And when price goes sideways, you hold. If it pulls back, you're waiting for entry. You know what I mean? So, and then you've got your rules from there, whether or not you're, accumulating or in a short-term trade and exiting quickly. But yeah, when the price moves, especially if it moves an ADR percent or even more than an ADR percent, yeah, you got to take profits. Right now, the ADR on NVIDIA is 3.8%. Yesterday, it moved 4.75%. That's from low to high. That's not even from previous close to high, which was probably even more. Anytime, the thing makes a move, like look, how often does NVIDIA make a move? Well, not every day, and certainly not big moves. Let's see, like look at this. If you can see, we have, one push here, and then you have a push here. You should take profits up there, but even though it dojied out, and then it was consolidation, 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 little minor push, and then consolidation, and then consolidation, and then a push. So you see how kind of infrequently you get to take a profit. Right here, right here, right here, and that's NVIDIA going crazy. You know what I mean? It's going crazy, and it's not even that often. And over here, and it didn't end at the top. You would take profit as high as you could get up there, and then pull back, consolidation, 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 and then you get one day of a move. You probably would want to take some profits on that day. And luckily it moved again that next day. So you take profits again, but then consolidation, 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 and then move and back down. That would have been probably very hard that day. So I'm going to say right there, consolidation, 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 consolidation. So you can see, as good as you think NVIDIA, has been running, you have to take profits when it moves up. You can see that. And then consolidation, 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 and then move. This was an entry for me. And then here we are. And then here we are opening today. Probably something like that. Who knows? Something in the realm of consolidation, consolidation, consolidation. So when the stocks move up, you got to take profits, guys. Take profits into strength, they say. And you can kind of base the percentage of how much you want to get out on how much of a move you can expect. Because it looks like it goes move and an average of 4 days consolidation. Move, 4 days consolidation, and sometimes even pull back. It rarely does it move 2 days in a row. You have one of those right here and one of those at the beginning. Rarely does it move 2 days in a row. And you have one recently here, which wasn't a breakout. The others were breakouts. So you got 3 times it did a 2 days in a row. So the probability of it being a 2 day in a row versus just 1 day is 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 is less than 50-50. So that means there's a very good chance that if it makes a 1 day push up, you should take a lot of profit. You see what I mean? So if you can tweak your profit percentages, taking profit percentages depending on the behavior of the stock, and this is Nvidia going crazy, just blasting off, right? And even that, you basically have to aggressively take profits on. So imagine something that's under more pressure or is moving in a much more measured way, and then it makes a move. You basically should get all out at that point. So that little diagram right there, just a little investigation, should teach you how important it is to take profits aggressively. There's nothing wrong with getting out early. Your portfolio doesn't know the difference. Your portfolio will be up, and that's all that matters. And then you just do the same thing another day. How often do stocks that you get in go up at all? Frequently. They make a little move, right? How often do you not take profits, stay in, and then lose those profits? Really frequently, right? Just imagine if you just took profits every time something went up. There's probably a good 70 to 90% chance that when you get in something, it's going to move up on you. And if you took profits every time, you could just compound those profits over and over and over every day. Taking profits, what's the word, is no small deal. It's very important. Yeah. All right, let's clear this off. We've got 5 minutes exactly before the market opens. And it's definitely under pressure this morning as it curves down before the open. Personally, I really don't mind whatever the market does each day for the rest of this week. I simply want to see what it does. That's where I'm at. I just want to see what it does. And I've already got lots of positions. And I believe they're all PCSs. Yeah, some of them might be an iron condor, but they all have, even though they might go up or down with the stock, just like any position does, they all have got theta working for me as well. So a little bit of that extra icing every day to either bandage the hurt or to put on top of the cake. It's all good. You get that beneficial descending break-even line that we teach in our master classes. So that's for me. Everything I just sit and watch, watch, and do. No guessing necessary, no forecast necessarily this week, other than we know it's going to be a pain in the ass. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, what else can we just take a look at? DWAC? Oshia, yeah, I've been looking at it, but Oshia's just already kind of flown and gone. And I mentioned it, I believe, yesterday or the day before, possibly last week at some point. Yeah, it's been going crazy. It's hard to know whether or not that's going to be reliable or not. I was just talking to Schmo this morning about, how proud I am of him, saying that he's going to be getting out of his Oracle position before earnings in a couple of days, because even if it might go up, he doesn't want to take part in the uncertainty. Like, wow, that was just a huge. He just reached like chapter 3 in his life as a trader. That was a huge moment for him to decide, you know what? I choose certainty over gambling, or call it uncertainty. I would like to choose more certainty over less certainty. And ER is one of the most uncertain, chaotic, most volatile, portfolio ruining events you can put your capital through. You should never, never hold over ER. There's just no reason to do so. Now, if you're investing, that's a different story. That's more, long-term. Investing is for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, life. That's a different scenario. But if you're a trader, not an investor, if you're a trader, you don't let your capital ride over an ER ever. Or you could hedge it. You can hedge if you have to, you could hedge your position. If the options price out rightly, it could be worth it, but usually it's not. Usually the percent of money you'll lose by hedging, just on the hedge, because of volatility crush, is not worth the percentage to just protect it and hedge it. The frequency of asymmetric risk results over an ER that could be hedged and profitable is negative. It's not. It's negative EV. You can't make money on ER releases, except in those very odd scenarios where we do have some kind of a run up beforehand, before an ER. Usually, that's a 5% chance that if it were to actually be bad reaction to earnings, that it could be a huge dump and panic sell off the next day. So you take the contrary position, and that's a lotto ticket. 95% chance of loss. So just screw ERs. I mean, the best thing about ERs is the next day. They become a catalyst. And the ones with high volume and have moved way up and over a pivot and maybe have reversed a trend, wow, you get in and they'll never look back. Those are the trades that we love. ER is great after, but never hold through ER. All right, market is open and bleeding. The high is 49.90 on DWAC. So if it were to break 49.90, that'd be a trigger in a day trade sense. Am I glitching? I don't know, the internet seems a little funky. I'm not getting my feed. Nope, everything's smooth. That's crazy. It's like everything's working, but what should be working? I think that TradingView is basically not working. That's what's going on. I don't know what's the matter with it. Okay, now it's starting to update. Okay. All right, we are a minute and 30 seconds off the open. Rivian is up 1.8% off the open. CART continues to be strong. Chewy, VRT. We're in VRT. AMD coming off of that high of 211 yesterday, pulling back a bit here at the open. Oh, VRT is my strongest performer. I think at the open here, I have a lot of positions, like 40 positions. So yes, VRT, and then my number one performer this morning so far, and NCLH. Oh, by the way, I have to go early this morning. I have to go in about at 9:45 because I have just some business to attend to. But I think we're all pretty caught up even a minute here after the open. Let me take a little look at Rivian and see if that's anything. Nah, why even mention it? Chewy, yeah, we good. Chewy, no. Palantir, where's Palantir at? I thought it was in Palantir. Oh, there it is. Okay. Palantir, okay, that's doing fine. It's not a signal. VKTX, that's what's been a crazy stock lately. Okay, that's doing all right. And then DWAC, what are you doing, DWAC? DWAC is pulling back to 47.5, 47.3. Yeah, it could reverse turnaround and make higher highs at some point today. But it could also just put in this big red day, making the cheat entry yesterday an excellent spot to get in because it's low risk. But you might have to cut it if it doesn't work out. And so therefore, you lost less. That's good. Yep, VRT doing good. SGMO. Let's take a look at Fun. Yeah, Fun not really continuing, not yet, but in any event, I wouldn't get in it even for a swing trade necessarily because it's got earnings coming up in a couple days. Let's sort our hot list here. Oshia, okay, pulling back. Younglings Ice Cream, UCRM, UCream, DWAC, AUID, AMPH, TNK, WKSP, Cincinnati, Cell H. How's Cell H continuing off of that good earnings report? Let's see. Oh yeah, really nice continuation. High tight flag movement. Oh, that's an entry yesterday, and you could still probably get in today. Yes, right now. Cell H. Did I end up getting the put credit spread on that? No, I didn't. I think it didn't pay right. I tried twice, and it just, yeah, was not looking good. Bitcoin hitting 68,235. Let's take a look at that. 68,850. That's a new all-time high, I think. It's close enough anyway. No, 69,000 is the high. It depends on which service, which data provider you use here, but roughly. But anyway, we're right there, and probably going to break out. The miners, I guess, are selling off. The word is because of the halving coming up, so it's going to make it twice as expensive to mine. But I have a hard time believing that anyone didn't already bake that into their future projections on those companies. Anybody who knows how to do valuations would have calculated halving into it. So I'm still not entirely sure why the miners are selling off, but the miners are selling off, and it could be an inefficient sell-off. Man, had to sneeze there. Hopefully you guys didn't get that and I muted it in time. AFRM is down near the lowest it's been in the last few months. How about Square, SoFi? Square doing okay. SoFi. Oh, SoFi not having a good day at all today. CLSK is having some green off of the open. Green move off the open, but it is depreciated a lot lately. I believe it's a minor. Lucid. Looser. VFS. Lucid. Coin. Wow. Coin just about looks like it's going to pop new all-time highs or recent 52-week highs in any event. No, it's not all-time highs, but basically is. It's been so long. So far, it's looking like it's on high projected volume as well. I got to double check back on AMD. Okay, it's actually moving green off of the open and doing well. Now the market itself, altogether, what do we get here? Yeah, a little red candle today. At the moment, it's projecting a high volume, which would be a sell-off day, which would be a distribution day. That's where getting out of positions, converting to cash or into safety. But let me check the S&P 500. Yeah, so the S&P 500 is already showing that it's not a distribution day, that it's just a little bit of a pullback day, a light pullback day. And so I think probably the growth market will calm down a little bit. And then it is tomorrow and Thursday. We've got J-Pow speaking. So, I mean, this is just going to be all over the place. Train wreck of a week. Train wreck is the theme of the week. All right, it's 9:40. I think that's everything. If anybody thinks I'm missing something, let me know, or forever hold your peace. Moderna, Snap. Moderna doing fine. Snap. Most things that should be doing fine are doing fine. How's Meta doing? Just fine. Even the market is doing fine, even with this pullback and a train wreck of a week. Maybe train wreck is the wrong word for it. This is natural and healthy economic process. It's just not the greatest week for trading. It's perfect for if you're getting theta, because we're probably just going to go sideways all over the place, choppity chop. Okay, good. Okay, guys. I'll see you back in the group. Let me know if you see anything interesting, and I'll be back in a little bit. Have a good morning, everybody. It's so cool. This is overlaying my thumb. Have a good morning, everybody. See you back in the group.